20th Asian Women's Handball Championship in New Delhi, India. Now the AHF flag, the referees and the technical delegates will enter the court. Please welcome the team of Singapore. And now please welcome the team of India. Ladies and gentlemen, let's present you the teams and the referees. Team A, India, the captain of the team, number 22, Diksha Kumari. Number 1, Sapna Kashyap. Number 3, Kritika Kapoor. Number 4, Nikki. Number 5, Manika. Number 8, Sonika. Number 9, Priyanka Kapoor. Number 10, Shalini Thakur. Number 11, Gulshan Sharma. Number 12, Priyanka. Number 13, Sushma. Number 15, Bhavna. Number 16, Krishnu Kumari. Number 17, Tejaswini Singh. Number 21, Neena Shil. And number 24, Parvesh. The officials of the team, official A, Karthikeyan Madan Gurusamy. Official B, Sachin Chaudhary. Official C, Manisha. Official D, Snehlata. Official E, Muhammad Tawheed. Team B, Singapore. The captain of the team, number 19, Gan Yong Ting. Number 1, Wan Shu. Number 3, Nasu Zian. Number 5, Fu Keat Zin. Number 6, Wong K Singh. Number 7, Go Ling Ting. Number 10, Y G Ling. Number 11, Liu Yi Ting. Number 13, Han Ki Shan. Number 15, Ho Sharmin. Number 16, Tan Jin Wei. Number 21, Fu Kian Yi. Number 27, Li Ziu Ki. Number 35, Teo Tong Ning. Number 50, Tan Ru Jin Mabel. The officials of the team, official A, Lo Ling Sun. Official B, Ko Mi Shen. Official B, Ko Karan Mui. Official D, Sebastian Daniel Wenis. Ladies and gentlemen, the referees of the match, Ms. Iwala and Ms. Zakhro from Uzbekistan. The technical delegates of the match, Ms. Nabila Zajdali from Oman, Ms. Yo Yang Nam from Korea. The supervisor of the match, Ms. Laila Shafai from Iran. Ladies and gentlemen, let's race for the national anthem of Team India.
Shri
And now the national anthem of Team Singapore. Ladies and gentlemen, let's start the match and enjoy fair play. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and we welcome you all to match number 14 of the ongoing 20th Asian Women's Championship, which is happening in New Delhi. We are live from the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium, and this is a clash between the hosts, India, locking horns with a formidable Singapore. Both the teams, they will have a point to prove, and they will have to show their might. A quick look will take at the playing 11 at the playing. Or the players of both the team. For India, it's Sapna Kashyap, Kritika Thakur, Nikki, Menika, Sonika, Priyanka Thakur, Shalini Thakur, Gulshan Sharma, Priyanka, Shushma, Bhavna, Khushbu Kumari, Tejaswini Singh, Meena Shil, Diksha, and Parvesh. And they are playing under their head coach, Kartikeyan Madana Gurusamy. We'll also take a quick look at Singapore's starting players. Shu Wong, Lip Jing Tan, Su Xian, Zin Ki Fu, Amelia Zin Ki Wong, Jasmine, Ning Michelle, Shan Charmaine, Jing Wei Tan, Yun Ting Gan, Yi Candice Fukian, Q Fiona's Li Zhu, Torn Ning Tolin Tio, and Ru Ji Mabel Tan. And they are playing under Lin Sun Lo. Both the teams have had their fair shares of ups and downs. Both the teams have had their fair shares of challenges so far coming to this tournament. And yet here they stand. Here they're trying to prove a point, hoping that they will stand tall against all odds and they'll walk out with a victory. It has been a pretty swashbuckling tournament, to be honest. India started their campaign with a 31-28 victory against Hong Kong, following which they kept on fighting. Singapore had a crushing defeat against China, went down 47-10. India then went down battling against Iran 32-30. And somehow or the other, Singapore, they still couldn't open the account as they were up against another formidable force in the form of Kazakhstan, who beat them 39-7. But against Japan, India had no clue. They were completely outwitted. 48-15 is how Japan won the game. And with that being said, we are all set to rock and roll here. Exchange of pleasantries, and it is Singapore, who gets us underway at the Indira Gandhi Stadium. Attacking on your frame from the left to the right in white and deep blue is Singapore. And defending right now on your frame from the right to the left in their signature sky blue is India. Both the teams hoping to leave a significant mark of impression in their wake. Singapore comes all the way, switches flanks between themselves, and might find that opening. They do. And a staggering finish, hammered away, as India will have to come looking for goals. A stunning work there by Yan Tingan. And here comes India from the left. Unfazed. Good twist and turn. Should be a free throw, but can be a bit of a jarring effect there. Kind of landed on her nose there. And a yellow card being shown. So a warning there. The next warning would lead to ejection. So Singapore needs to be careful. They haven't really had the most, or rather the finest of starts to this tournament. India misses out on possession, but nonetheless regains it as well. Good interception there by Singapore, and here comes Singapore trying to figure out an opening from the left, but they had to release the ball. They had 3 seconds and they didn't release it, and India gets the ball back as a free throw. They restart proceedings now, coming all the way from the right. Wanted to sneak one. It's going to be a free throw here for India. Taken quickly. Through that central line. Switches it to the left. Good passing. Opportunity for India. Might just find that goal. And there comes the equalizer. That's a stunning finish altogether. From jersey number 10, Shalini Thakur. One of the senior campaigners, one of the senior contenders of the side. Singapore now trying to use that left wing to their advantage. Nice bit of switch between them. Exquisite stuff there. Keeps the ball under control. Plays it to the left, and again going for that goal from a bit of an acute angle there. Was always going to be tough. The goalkeeper had a base covered. India now on the lookout for a counter. That's a brilliant chance created. And that is a goal. Excellent finish out there. And once again from the same player, Shalini Thakur. He's kind of unstoppable right now, creating those angles and finding the back of the net. And India from 1-0 down, they have regained their foothold. They have a slender lead for themselves, have got their noses ahead through that one player who reigns supreme over the others, Shalini Thakur. Here comes Singapore. Singapore had that early breakthrough, scoring on their very first enterprise, on their very first foray into the opposition half. Here comes Singapore again. They've got a bit of space there. The Indian defenders rallying around, trying to create an impregnable wall altogether. Switches it towards the right now. A good ball, an opportunity for Singapore. A bit of a heavy throw, but nonetheless, Singapore does well to back themselves up. Regain possession. Just outside that goal crease. That is going to be a free throw here for Singapore. Singapore takes it quickly. Plays it towards the far right. Trying to cut in. Trying to get into that central channel. A cheeky release. And that should be another free throw here in favor of Singapore. Good defending there from India. Keeps their guards up high. Referee just calming down the tempers. And we are underway. A brilliant effort there, but straight to the goalkeeper. A little bit of left and right. Could have been a job done, but now India hits Singapore on the counter. And a staggering finish there from Bhavna. A one-man show, a one-man army. A one-woman army, rather. Apologies for that. Running through that center line, blazing a trail of carnage in her wake. And hammering it through the goal there. As India secures a 3-1 lead in their favor. Good start by the hosts out here. Here's another opportunity. And a stunning attempt and another stellar save by the Indian custodian out there. Crazy goalkeeping from Meena Sheel. She stands tall under the woodwork, and here comes India once again. Switches it to the right. That's a clear push. Needs to be slightly careful. You cannot just downright go pushing at a plan. That will invoke a foul. Again, a brilliant bit of run, a lovely bit of dodge, and a sensational finish out there from Bhavna, who also scores a brace. Bhavna and Shalini Thakur, both the players netting a brace each, has now propelled India to a 4-1 lead. That is absolutely sensational here. In Singapore, under the pump now at the receiving end of some serious aggression, of some serious battery. Again, trying to get into that center line. The Indian defenders this time went for a false, and a quality finish out there from leading Jasmine Go. Makes it 4-2. India now on the lookout for another goal. And once again, using her height to advantage. But has got a free throw there. It is Bhavna. Quickly taken. Back to Bhavna. Bhavna again. Bhavna looking for options. Switches it to Shalini. Plays it to Bhavna. A bit of a push. And a lovely throw makes it 5-2. Precision and elegance. Sprinkled along the mat. Sprinkled along the court by the Indian players. As they continue to dictate the game now. They move on to 5. Singapore with 2 goals in their kitty. It has been a brand new look into overture for the hosts. And now Singapore trying to counter India's brilliance, trying to counter India's speed and eclipsing statures. The scoreline still needs to be updated. It's India 5, Singapore 2. Here's a chance, opportunity for Singapore, finds the back of the net. And now the fight continues. Singapore has announced their intentions loud and clear. They will fight. They're not gonna let India run away. Here comes India again through that center line. Releases it to the far left. Drags in. That's a brilliant finish. Goes for the near post. And storms it into the back of the net there. Sonika makes it 6-3 in India's favor. Singapore, despite the fight that they are putting up, they are still a long way away from the finishing line. So yes, they have the scope, they have the leeway to experiment, they have the leeway to try and hit India on the break as well. Singapore has got those sudden surge of accelerations. There's a chance for Singapore, not really getting those free space. That's going to be a free throw for Singapore. Quickly taken. India trying to create that wall, that impregnable wall ahead of the Singapore attacking unit. Great save, is it? Looks like a penalty has been awarded to Singapore. One moment of madness there. And it is going to be Lee Go. Leading Jasmine Go. An opportunity from the 7-meter mark. She won't miss out. 6-4. This is turning out into a pretty thrilling encounter. India once again through that center line, is it? No, loses out possession. Looks like it's going to be a free throw. Touch the boots out there. You cannot get the ball, or you cannot touch the ball from below your knee. That's what the rule states. There's a chance for India. That's a rocket throw into the back of the net, and who else than Bhavna gets a hat-trick for herself, and Bhavna continues to terrorize the Singapore attacking units. Singapore now on the offensive. Can they once again reduce the deficit between them and India? Both the teams have been pretty feisty in the first 10 minutes. We've seen 11 goals already, 9 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock. Here comes India through the center line. This is an opportunity for Singapore. Storms in, will find the goal, 7-5. Singapore keeps on fighting back. This time it's through Ting Michelle Liao. Change of goalkeeping personnel for India. They want their defenses to be solid. They want the belly of the beast to be intact and not being perforated time and time again, because this would lead to a crack. And a 2-goal cushion in handball, that is never really safe. It can be snuffed out in a matter of seconds. And that is why India pushes it to a 3-goal cushion again. Once again, sensational finish there from Sonika. Quickly takes the bench. Gets a bit of a breather. 10 minutes on the clock now. A neck-to-neck battle between these two sides. India has got their noses ahead. Singapore breathing hot on the neck of India. So yes, both these teams, they can shun out their counterparts in a heartbeat, but watch out for both these teams. Watch out for their attacking intent. Watch out for their belligerence and salvo. Decent bit of work, taking their time. They'll have to release the ball. They finally do release. Here's a chance for Singapore. Will get the goal there. 8-6. The change of goalkeeping personnel doesn't really work out wonders. Once again, it's leading Jasmine go. India had a chance, but then excellent save out there by the Singapore goalie. Kind of standing tall. Danger still not over. It is Rouge Le Mabil Tan. Now with India once again, they are using their height well enough through that center line. Now India squeezes some gap. Wanted to go for an underarm throw. Kind of ran into a bit of a defensive block. Nonetheless, danger's not over. This time, despite a brilliant bit of hand from Mabel Tan. I think it was a stunning strike there. A powerful one from Bhavna as the ball went into the back of the net, restoring the 3-goal cushion. 9-6 now in favor of India. I mean, this is breathless box-to-box action. Rather, goal crease to goal crease action. And both the teams have matched each other rounds for rounds, have matched each other pound for pound, blow for blow. And they are not really taking a back seat. They want to continue bringing forth the intensity. Here's a chance! And there you go. Singapore keeps on retaliating. The counter blasts keep on coming. This time it's Suzian Ji who gets that 7th goal in for Singapore. And now a bit of breather out there for Bhavna, who has been a constant thorn in the flesh of Singapore. India will have to find other attacking weapons there. They will have to reshuffle their arsenal. They've obviously got the likes of Shalini Thakur, who's also got a hat-trick. Back to Shalini. Shalini switches it to the left. Here's a chance. Too many defenders right now. Almost a melee of attacking defenders. Chance for India. Great goalkeeping there from Rusle Mabel Tan. Denying a tough angle there to Sonika. Here comes India, switches it to the right. Here comes Singapore, switches it to the right. Good exchange between them. Had a bit of space, couldn't really utilize. A miscued ball out there, allowing India to have a free throw. India takes that. Decent bit of twist and turn there. Back to India. Here's a chance. Here comes Bhavna again. No, Bhavna exchanges it. Back to Shalini. Opportunity, and once again rattling the net like a storm out there. That's another sensational finish from India, and it's Menika who found the back of the net this time for India. India moves on to double figures. Singapore not too far behind. 10-7, 13 minutes on the clock. It's been a pretty feisty battle. Another chance for Singapore, and they will not stay behind. They will keep on coming. They will keep on knocking at the doors. What a battle this has been. An oscillating encounter. A heart-pounding battle of two teams very closely matched, fighting each other for every inch, and it's 10-8 now. Thrilling and fascinating, a captivating encounter of handball. That's a brilliant save, but it's going to be a penalty here for India. A chance for India to once again restore that 3-goal cushion. The scoreline right now is 10-8. Who is it going to be for India to come up with that 7-meter throw? Not missed, in the back of the net. India staggers forth once again, and it is Menika who is a powerful thrower of the ball. Here's Singapore now. Can Singapore open up? Another goal, an opportunity kind of jams into the Indian defenders there. More of a blockade there created there. Free throw taken. Here's a chance, looking for opportunities. The referee blowing the whistle, another free throw. Trying to figure out those openings. Another chance, and this time though, Singapore won't miss out. Great finish, 11-9. India once again on the lookout. This time the referee blowing the whistle.
Apologies for a bit of technical glitches. 11-9 right now.
Keeps on fighting. We are back once again, and we are live on the official YouTube channel of Sportscast India. India comes close. Would have been another sensational drive into the goal. Sadly enough, that was not the case. Kind of missed out her mark there. It was Kritika Thakur. 16 minutes on the clock. Here comes Singapore now on a now it's a 2-goal deficit for them. Through that central channel, plays it to the left. Opportunity for Singapore. A bit of a difficult angle. An excellent goalkeeping there. Denies entrance into the back of the net now. 16 minutes. India, can they restore the 3-goal cushion again? Here's a chance for them. An opportunity. That's a lovely ball. And somehow from point blank range, that has not gone into the back of the net. That's kind of unbelievable. 16 minutes now. Here's a chance for India, but Singapore regains possession, keeps it under control. A chance again for Singapore, but excellent goalkeeping there from India. That's how you get it done. That is quality defending and quality goalkeeping. Not the easiest of saves indeed. Turns around. This time though, India will find the back of the net. A bit of reticence and India finally gets back into business. A phenomenal finish altogether. Looks like it was Priyanka who got that ball into the back of the net. Here comes Singapore. 12-9. This battle will possibly go down the wire unless there's a sudden burst of excellence from one of these two teams. Here comes Singapore, a 3-goal cushion. Again, not really safe enough. Chance for Singapore, and they miss out rather, the Indian goalkeeper. She is proving to be an absolute bulwark, an impregnable bulwark under the sticks there, denying Singapore an entrance. India now from the left, a chance, releases that opportunity, tough angle, but she won't miss out from that close of a range. That's a thumping finish there from Shalini Thakur, makes it 13-9. It's a 4-goal cushion again. India is starting to accentuate the gap, and the timeout sought after by Singapore. Trying to regroup themselves against India, and this might just look like a pretty tough ask for India, because right now they are being pushed back and forth, and somehow India will have to figure out a way to try and deny that Singapore attacking unit. Time and time again they have infringed, and I think that's exactly what Singapore is also trying to say, that there are a few defensive chinks altogether in the Indian defensive armor, so why don't we try and exploit that? And with that being said, we are back once again to the court. 18 minutes on the clock. India still with a slender lead, 13-9. Singapore They have been decent. Will be eyeing for the double figures shortly enough. And Bhavna, she has been the heartthrob for India, kind of a trump card. She's continued scoring, already has 4 goals to her name. Singapore now keeps knocking on the doors. The Indian defenders kind of hesitant to go forth, trying to create that wall in front. A bit of a emasculated throw, but nonetheless Singapore finds their way into the back of the net. That is exquisite play altogether from Kishan Heng, and now India comes forward, knocking on the doors again. Releases the ball, a bit of space going forth. Excellent save out there, but it is going to be a free throw for India. Looks like there was a push, so the Indian player must have lost her power. Here's a chance for India. Here's an opportunity for them. Free throw taken. The pushes and the blocks continue, but that won't stall India from scoring. They are hunters, and they are hunting for goals now. Number 14 for India. In Singapore, I mean, that didn't go in their favor. It's 14-9 is what the scoreline is. An opportunity for Singapore again to make it to 14-10. Can they enter double figures? They'll have a free throw, yes. An opportunity for Singapore. In fact, it's 14-10. Can Singapore again bring the deficit back? They can. That's a powerful throw. Makes it 14-11 now. They keep on fighting. Quality finish. India will waste no time whatsoever. And it is Shalini Thakur. The duo of Shalini Thakur and Bhavna. They have been racking up a storm here against Singapore. And the attacks keep on flowing. The goals keep on flowing. And India keeps on hunting. Singapore not really able to figure out a way to keep the Indian attacking unit at bay. When it comes to attack, they have done a fine job. But when it comes to defense, somehow their defenders haven't really flapped their wings as majestically as they would have wanted. Singapore now from the left, a chance, and they'll find the back of the net. 15-12, this battle gets a lot more intriguing now. Leading Jasmine Go finds the back of the net, India. And that is why India cannot have their guards down. India has been a top-heavy side, and the way they have come forth knocking on the doors, the way they have come forth looking for an opening. Here's a chance for them once again. Does well to cut in, release the ball into that central channel. Excellent twist, creation of an angle, and what an opportunity. Sadly enough, that won't go into the back of the net. That was a quality move there from India. Had that ball gone into the back of the net, that would have been one of the finishes of the day. But nonetheless, Singapore back in the hunt again. Switches it to the right, looking for more options. Now to the left again. Here comes Singapore. Opportunity for them. Can they get that ball into the back of the net? Can they eventually breach the Indian defense one more? Well, they lost possession. India wanted to capitalize. Referee blowing the whistle. Both the teams were an infringement. So a free throw has now gone in favor of Singapore. Switches it to the right. Push. Opportunity, but drags it wide. And now a war for the ball. Compels the referee to blow the whistle. Yeah, I think that was kind of unnecessary from Priyanka Thakur, referee, with a bit of a warning. Priyanka needs to be careful. I mean, the referee's blown the whistle, so it's going to be a free throw anyway. Here comes Singapore. An opportunity for Singapore. They've got space through that central channel, but an exceptional save once again by the Indian goalkeeper. Chance for India. Brilliant throw, and that is number 16. More than the goal, it's the throw from the goalkeeper that will count. And Bhavna, from a range like that, she's not going to miss out. She snipes out for goals like that. And a quality finish under the pump. Here comes India again. Singapore from the left. Back to Singapore. Chance. And almost went into a maze knitted together by 3 Indian defenders. A free throw for Singapore. 16-12 once again. Opportunity Singapore again trying to make it a bit too complicated out there. And eventually India denies them an entrance. Here comes India, slowly and steadily taking their time. Another chance for India, releases it to the far right, creates the chance. A bit of a difficult angle, kind of jams that into the goalkeeper there. So far, decent work by Rougeley Mabel done under the sticks of Singapore. Here comes Singapore again, 16-12, still pretty much within their grasp. India trying to build from here, India trying to accentuate that goal difference. From the right comes Singapore, looking for space, looking for a bit of help. Goes for the leap out there, but that goal won't count. It's definitely going to be a free throw for Singapore because the referee's blown the whistle first. Here comes Singapore, exchanging it between themselves and now trying to get a bit of more help out there. Again, a brilliant save from the Indian goalkeeper and a push as well. Should be another free throw here in favor of Singapore. They're looking for numerical support. They're looking for options out there. Not the best of collections, but collected nonetheless. Again, goes to the left, goes for a cut-in. But again, too many seconds on the ball. You can only have it for 3 seconds. Here comes India. A fine release to the right. Excellent dribble, but loses out possession. And now here's a chance for Singapore. This can be a 1v1. And Singapore won't miss out on that. Despite the best of enterprises from the Indian goalkeeper, it was not enough. And a quality finish there from Singapore. It was Yun Ting Gang, another timeout, 25 minutes on the clock, 16-13 now. Both the teams pretty tightly matched, both the teams kind of pushing each other hard enough, bringing out the very best in each other. And that's how it exactly rolls. I mean, it has been a fast-paced battle from one end to the other, from one circle to the other. What a stunning save that was. I think both the goalkeepers, they have done a pretty decent, a pretty fair job. Both of them having a chat. (16-13), a yellow card that has been given out to one of the Singapore players. India still stays intact. Taking their time, plays it to the left. Here's a chance for India. That's a fine, quick release. Opportunity, and India won't let that go. Makes it 17-13 again, a quality finish out there. Singapore still looking for hope right now. Once again, kind of overrunning the seconds out there. Free throw for India. Quite a bit of space ahead of them. How are they going to attack? Sends it to that central channel, and that is a sensational finish that will count as a goal. She lost her shape, but what she did was she went for a flat underarm throw and got the ball into the back of the net. Again, a staggering save from the Indian goalkeeper. Another opportunity for India, and they will get into the back of the net indeed. India keeps on piling up the misery, and now it's a 6-goal cushion. They have moved on to 19, Singapore on 13. It looks like the last goal hasn't counted. It's going to be 18-13 now, 26 minutes. Last 4 minutes to go in the first half. Good ball, a bit of a push on the back. India controls that still. Here comes Singapore. Opportunity for them. Push, which means a free throw. Can Singapore make it count? There's a chance for them. Too many exchanges. They'll have to find that penetrative zone, to be honest. Plays it to the right. Again, going for that far post. The idea was okay. The execution, though, had a few question marks around. Here comes India. Opportunity for them. Once again, a yank. A lovely turn. And a powerful throw into the heart of the net. India makes it 19. Again, it is Priyanka with the finish out there. And now this difference between the two teams is opening up. Singapore kind of feeling the heat. They kept India under the pump. They kept India kind of scrambling, fending for scraps. Good ball to the far left. Again, loses out possession. Free throw for Singapore, however. 28 minutes. Last 2 minutes to go. Can Singapore get another? Can they reach that 15th mark? Reduce the deficit. 6-goal cushion are going to be difficult. Chance. Great save from the Indian goalkeeper. And now here comes India. Opportunity. Looks around. There comes the goal. Number 20. Now India is riding roughshod over their counterparts. Another quality finish there, and that is Gulshan Sharma. What a stunning move. And India is not taking prisoners anymore. They have come out of their defensive shackles. For them, it's an ultra-aggressive move from here on. One blow after the other. Almost crumbling Singapore slowly and steadily. That's another lovely opportunity. Kind of an overrun there from the Indian attacking unit. Would have been a sensational move though, but nonetheless, that's gone out of play. So Singapore with a throw. Last minute of the first half loading. And as things stand, India still have that cushion of 20-30 as they keep on firing, as they keep on pushing each other harder. Here's a chance for Singapore, an opportunity, a lovely square ball. They release it to the far left, an underarm throw, and that goes into the back of the net. What a stunning finish once again. 24 seconds to go now. 2014, still a 6-goal cushion. India right now on top. They have been the more dominant side of the two. Singapore losing the ploy in the center. Another brilliant throw, but I think she lost her balance out there. And by the time she could get the ball towards the goal, that was already too late. And the hooter has been blown, which means at the end of the first half, India will go to the dressing room with a 20-14 lead. 6-goal cushion can be still pretty close. We'll dive into a short breather and we'll return shortly with the second half of the contest. Stay tuned everyone, and do catch the highlights in the meantime. Welcome back, everyone. We are all set for the second half of the contest. And as things stand right now, India, they have the upper hand in the game, but then handball, it's almost a masterclass of uncertainty. And it can flip at any point in time. India now has a 2014 cushion in their favor, and they will be attacking on your frame in this half from the left to the right in their signature sky blues, attacking on your frame from the right to the left, dressed in their signature blue and whites, is going to be Singapore. India will be hopeful of trying to find the early openings, the early breaches, so that they can push back Singapore as much as possible, because Singapore is a team that will always keep you on your toes. And once they start hunting in patches. So they score in pairs, they score in troikas altogether. So you've got to be very, very careful. India on the attack now. It was Singapore who got the proceedings, got the wheels into motion. India with a bit of an early warning sign there, coming all the way from the left. Would have been a lovely finish if she could have found that back of the net, but then a bit of a tough chance, to be honest. Here comes Singapore once again. Singapore looking for more space, looking for more time, and a few more numbers as well. They have a player on a yellow, so she needs to be careful. Here's a chance, loses out possession. India did try to capitalize, but again, they were kind of hasty about it, but nonetheless gets a free throw in their favor. Here comes India, a bit of space through that central channel. Lovely release and an equally brilliant finish out there. A thunderous one, powered into the back of the net. India now opens up another 7-goal cushion, in fact, moves into 21. And it was none other than Menika with the finish. Quality hit. And Singapore keeps on looking for goals now. It's been a while that they have found a few. Here's a chance for them. Free throw. Singapore takes that, trying to capitalize. Opportunity, decent bit of dribble. Jams into the defensive blockade and eventually gets a free throw. The goalkeeper of India right now, Neena Sheel. There's been Neena Sheel and Diksha Kumari. Back with Singapore to the right. Here's a chance for Singapore. Good throw, but India does well to intercede. That's another long throw opportunity for India, and that should be a free throw. Nonetheless, India takes it quickly. Here's a chance for the women in blue. Opportunity. Will they release? They do. Instead of going for that powerful throw down the center line, they actually exchange it amongst themselves. Here's a chance for them. Goes for a feint, but eventually plays it back. Again, trying to dribble into that center line. Here's an opportunity. Lovely, lovely throw, and gets another goal now. 22-14. Couple of early goals for India in the second half. And now the cushion has gone up to 8. Singapore under some serious trouble here. In some serious trouble. Here's a chance for Singapore. An opportunity again. Trying to go through the central channel. Runs into the Indian defenders. Free throw awarded. Back to Singapore. Switches it to the right. Taking their time. Does well to dribble past her marker. Here's a chance through that center line. That's a brilliant save, is it? It is a save. It hasn't gone into the back of the net. Now that what is you call quality goalkeeping. She stood tall. It was a 1v1 situation. And somehow Singapore has failed to capitalize on that. Here's another chance through that center line. This time as well, Singapore drags it wide. It was Kizin Fu. Should have at least tried to score from point blank range. That's the second time in a minute that Singapore has missed out on a gilt-edged chance. And here comes India through that center line again. hoping for a bit more room, hoping for a bit more space out there, loses out the possession. Free throw for India. They'll be happy. They'll steal away crucial minutes from this game. A good ball through the central channel. A top leap and a top finish as well. India now 23-14. And that difference, that gap that India had between them and Singapore, it's turning into a full-blown chasm. And India keeps on accentuating that with every passing second. Singapore kind of completely lost in the second half. They had a spirited display in the first half. The second half, though, somehow has gone completely haywire for them. Switches it to the right. Here's an opportunity for Singapore. Chance, and another brilliant save there from Nina Sheel. Standing tall under the sticks there, keeps on denying the Singapore battery one shot after the other. There's a chance for India to compound their lead, and they won't let it slide. India roaring louder than the skies as Gulshan Sharma finds the back of the net, making it 24-14, and now it's a 10-goal cushion. Excuse me for that. Singapore, somehow or the other, they have completely lost their grasp from the 20th minute. It has been all India. They have been swarming over Singapore like a swarm of bees. There's a chance for Singapore, and they finally get an all-important goal. Again, might not be a massive impetus, might not be a massive catalyst, but it shall do a world of good to their morale. Somehow, in situations and instances like these, you get stuck. You can barely break free. You can barely make much headways for yourself. So that goal is crucial. That kind of gives you the breathing space. Here's a chance for India. Again, running into the defensive blockade, and the referee blowing the whistle. A free throw for India. Another chance for the women in blue. Will they go for that big throw? Not really. Plays it amongst themselves. Wanted to go for that leap. Lovely ball. And Singapore now loses out possession. Here comes Singapore from the right. Does well. Switches the ball onto the left. Here's a chance for Singapore. Opportunity. Can Singapore take this? Here's a chance again. Rattles the woodwork. Twice in 2 seconds did Singapore come close. And now India on their way for another counter-attack. Releases it through the central channel, and it's going to be a free throw in favor of India. Singapore consistently trying to block as many chances as they could, and forces India to just outside the box. Twice in 2 seconds. And again, a chance. Hits the side netting. Could have been 25 as well. Singapore trying desperately to find the back of the net. This looks like opportunity again. Lovely square ball. India might concede, is it? No, India does well to regain possession. Acres of space ahead of them. Goes for the leap. Hammers the woodwork. Danger's not over. Rebound still in India's favor, is it? No, the whistle has been blown. Free throw for India. Back to Singapore again from the left. Good switch, but kind of a powerful throw there. And now India might be on their way forward. They've got some space ahead. All they need to do is release the ball. They do release. Goes for the leap and finds the back of the net. Another thunderous effort. Another thunderous enterprise. And India keeps on scoring. They keep on scoring for fun. And it is Shalini Thakur once again finding herself on the score sheet. Singapore somehow or the other have been eclipsed completely after that initial salvo. They have fallen behind India. and there's hardly any counter attacks that have succeeded for them. That's a chance. Well taken in the back of the net now. And India quick to throw it back. India in a rush. They want to try and utilize this chance. Opportunity for India. Got some space. Nice turn. But looks like there was a bit of push involved. So free throw in favor of Singapore. Singapore now from the left. Lovely ball. Opportunity. And this time going for the far post. But misses out. Here's India again. Towards the left now. 9 minutes on the clock. India, they've got some space ahead of them. Opportunity and opportunity taken. Taken with arms wide open. And it is Gulshan Sharma with another strike. India now 26, Singapore 16. This might be 27. Lots of free space ahead of them. But the problem is she ran short of support. And she ran into 3 defenders from Singapore. So kind of overestimated that run. Good release, good exchange, quicker ones. Nice slick move, opportunity, and right into the top corner. India makes it 28-16. And it is Shalini Thakur with another robust strike. Singapore completely eclipsed, completely outclassed in the second half of the game. They keep on conceding, they keep on trailing. And this has been a punishing affair for them so far in the second half. They started the game well, kept on keeping India on their toes, and suddenly after that 14th goal, they lost their ploy. India was all over them, and India continues to be all over them. That would have been a cheap concession, but the Indian defenders do well to try and cover up the grounds. And that will get out of bounds. Free throw for Singapore. Taking their time. Looks like a bit of injury. Most likely her lip is bleeding. Must have jammed against the court. It's a hard court. Will need a bit of medical attention. Let's just hope that she is fine. And all the players slightly concerned, but nonetheless, the game must go on, as they say. And we restart. Singapore into the attack. Tries to go into that center line of play. Gets another free throw for themselves. Keys in 4 with that free throw. Kishan Heng switches it to the right. Back to Kishan Heng. Does well to keep the ball under control. Goes for a leap. Hammers the woodwork. Rebound. Might just get into the back of the net, but the whistle has already been blown. It won't count. Here comes India once again. India taking their time. Slowly and steadily. India tiptoeing their way to glory. Again, a brilliant leap, but this time misses out on the target. 27-16. Well, that's a corrected scoreline. Singapore once again on the prowl. Looking for more numbers. Jersey number 21 for Singapore. Kini Candice Fu. Plays it to the right. Loses out possession. A pretty miscued enterprise there. India once again on the roll. 12 minutes through that central channel. Lets it go to that left side. Back to that center line. Now to the right. Wanted to release it quicker. Loses possession again. A bit of a war for possession. Referee says it's okay. It was going to be Singapore's free throw anyway. Singapore gets advantage. Opportunity for them. And that is a mighty hold altogether. Referee blowing the whistle back to Singapore. Singapore on the ball. Gets a push. Free throw for Singapore. Plays it to the right. Back to Singapore again. Playing it amongst themselves. Keeping hold of the possession. Good switch to the center line. But again, too long. Had to be within 3 seconds. Here comes India. To the left. Now tries to cut into that center line again. That's an excellent bit of grab altogether. It was not easy. She was kind of overrunning. She was cantering towards that center line. She keeps the ball. More than 3 seconds. Eventually lets it go, is it? Yes, and drags it wide. Kind of unhappy with that. But nonetheless, she'll take it. Singapore again. on their way forward. Looking for that 17th, looking to bring the cushion down to 10 now. Excuse me for that. Singapore again. Maintaining that passing integrity between these players. But again, they'll have to find out an opening. That is what can only absolve them. And it looks like it's another free throw for Singapore. The defensive grasp kind of getting stronger than ever. 14 minutes on the clock. Singapore does well. Eyeing for the far post. Going to be another free throw. A bit of a start-stop affair. Nonetheless, Singapore's back on the ball. India reclaims it. Free throw for India. India takes their time, exchanges it between themselves. Plays it to the far left. Defensive blockade. Opportunity for India. Goes for the leap. Switches it to the left. Switches it to the right, rather. Now trying to create that gap. Again plays it to the right. Goes for a feint. Eyeing for the far post. Misses it by whiskers. Referee blowing the whistle out there. And I think she's okay. She's back on her feet. There's a bit of a wet plotch. Is that? No, in fact, penalty in India's favour. And a chance for Bhavna. Bhavna, is it? In fact, Bhavna won't be taking it. Bhavna will let Shushma go for it. Shushma takes the 7-meter throw, hammers into the woodwork. However, takes the deflection of the goalkeeper. And the ball goes into the back of the net. Makes it 28-16 now. India on a 12-goal lead. They have pumped out an absolute masterclass. Last 15 minutes of the game remaining. Back to Singapore again. Took a bit longer than expected now. India on their way forward. Fine release. Goes into the defensive blockade. Free throw for India. Referee blowing the whistle. Back to India. Playing it amongst themselves. Switches it to the left. Taking a few more seconds. You need to show intent if you don't want to be caught in the act of passive play. There's the intent. There's the goal as well. Not just intent. What a sensational finish out there. Top class, top quality as India now moves on to 29. Eyeing for the 30 mark. Somehow Singapore, they have been derailed altogether. No ambitions. Their body language has dropped in. When your shoulders start drooping, when your body language starts dropping, no matter how good of a team you are, it shows. That's a welcome goal for Singapore, a welcome break for them, and India so quick to counteract. Here they come, opportunity, and India will retaliate in just 3 seconds. And with that, they reach the 30-goal mark now. 30-17, India 30, Singapore 17. Is that a contrast, shall we say? It's a massive contrast. Here comes Singapore again. Plays it to the left. Push. Goes for the far post. Good block. Rebound doesn't fall. Nina Sheel has been exceptional under the stakes. Here comes India again. Looking for a bit of dribble. Lovely release. Goal scoring chance. Great save by the goalkeeper. But once again, Rouge Le Mabel too. Standing tall. Denying India have conceded 30 times today. So obviously she won't be happy. And I think somehow or the other her defenders haven't really complimented her either. The Indian defenders have come forward. They have come together, dovetailed as a unit, and has pushed back in opposition time and time again. Here comes Singapore rather, from the right, trying to power her way through, hammers it into the inside post. Rebound in for Singapore, hammers it against the goalkeeper. And looks like the referee has finally blown the whistle, awarding a 7-meter throw, awarding a penalty in favour of Singapore. A welcome chance for Singapore to try and score. Jersey number 7, Lee Ting Jasmine Go, is going to take that penalty and has somehow missed that. Hammered it straight against Nina Sheel, and now India on the counter. India on the break, trying to create that space for themselves. Excellent save out there from Rouge Le Mabel too. 12 minutes in this game remaining. How many more goals do we have? Here comes Singapore from the far right. Poor throw, but somehow Singapore does reclaim possession. Referee blows the whistle, awarding a free throw to Singapore. Back with Singapore again. Chance for Singapore. Good release. Can they go for that all-important leap? Another free throw. Another opportunity for them. A chance for Singapore to try and get a few more moves before they can shoot. India now might be on a 1v1 situation and they won't miss out on them. Another robust throw, and once again, who else than Bhavna pushes it to 31-17. Now 14 goal cushion, and it keeps on mounting. It keeps on compounding. Singapore looking for an anchor, looking for some hope. Hope has deserted them a long time back. Here's a chance. That goal will provide them some hope of an all-important momentum though. Here comes India, 31-18. Chance for India, fine release, twist and turn, back with Singapore. Free throw for India. Last 10 minutes remaining of this contest, in fact. A bit of a hodgepodge, but nonetheless, at the end of it, Singapore makes contact, gets the ball. Opportunity for them, and kind of throws Nina Shield completely on a wrong foot, and gets number 19 for themselves. Kian E. Kendispu finds the back of the net for Singapore. Back with India. India taking their time, keeping the tempo slow. Again, 10 minutes in hand, 12 goals can always be scored. But India says, no problem, our attacking unit will keep on firing. And here's Singapore, an opportunity for them. A chance, rattles the woodwork again, rebound, will go into the back of the net. Number 20 for Singapore. India doesn't want to waste time. Singapore on the trail, opportunity for India, great save by Rujle Mabel 2 again. What a fast-paced battle this has been. Both the teams kind of running short of breath, and India and Singapore matching each other in sensational fashion. Both the teams with tantamount flair for speed and fury. Both the teams with equal amount of heat. Enthralling brand of handball being played between these two teams. Singapore now finally garnering some momentum after they completely dropped the ball midway. Once again, poor collection, but nonetheless will fall back for Singapore. Singapore should be the one showing urgency. The 13 goal cushion is always staggering, and they'll need to score at the earliest. They'll have to keep on scoring. They'll have to keep scoring in clusters, at least 3 to 4 goals in clusters, without allowing India to score. That should give them hope. That should give them the breath of reprieve that they are looking forward to. Here's a chance for Singapore. Nice twist around. Releases it for the player on the far left, but the referee's blown the whistle. Another free throw for Singapore. Danger stays alive. Chance and a good block there. India back on the ball. Here comes India. From the left now to the right. Timeout asked for by the women in blue, and it's going to be a quick break to discuss the further strategies as we go into the final 8 minutes of the contest. Both the teams have really fought hard. Both the teams have really shown the intent, have really shown the talent. Just to give you all a heads up, this is a group stage fixture going on We still have the two blockbuster semi-finals coming up, so don't miss out on that. We have Korea locking horns with Iran, and we have Japan locking horns with Kazakhstan later in the day. India again from the left, a chance for them to score more goals, to find themselves not just with a victory but with a statement of domination. That's another. A sensational leap forward, like a predator pouncing upon her prey. It was another quality finish coming in. 33 now in favor of India, 20 in favor of Singapore. Singapore switches it to the left, but it goes past everyone. Last 7 minutes to go. Here's India again. Nina Sheel plays it forward. Good, decent exchanges, short and crisp, keeping things under control. India wants to take away a few crucial seconds, and now surging forward. Here's a chance. Lovely release onto the far right, trying to dribble her way past into the blender. But that was not going to be the case. The referee awards a free throw in favor of India. India gets the ball rolling. Here's a chance. Keeps on climbing. Opportunity! And that's a fine finish. Somehow left Singapore stunned and flabbergasted. That was a quick one. Poking at that far right. Then finds the corner. 34-20 now, Singapore. Do they have more gas left in them? Do they have more fuel in the tank in order to try and come back from here? Looks highly unlikely. Here's a chance. Good ball. Does well to dribble past. Goes for the shot. Hammers it against the goalkeeper. Again, another great save. In fact, the whistle has been blown. It's going to be a penalty. A chance for Singapore to put another one into the back of the net. Takes a double feint and gets beaten completely. Misses the mark as the ball rolls out of the bounds. And take a look at Nina Sheel's stoic face. Like a true warrior, she stands unfazed and undeterred under the sticks. And Singapore squanders away another chance. The profligacy has been eyes off from Singapore. Here comes India. And now dribbling past into the attacking third. And gets the ball into the back of the net as well. 15 goal cushion for the first time in the game. 35-20. A sensational finish out there from Nikki. Last 5 minutes. Is India eyeing for 40? Can they score in clusters? Singapore now kind of have realized that they are losing the foothold of the game. Here's a chance, an opportunity. But looks like a free throw will be granted to Singapore. Will take their time. Here they go. An opportunity. Hits that inside post. Back for the Indian keeper. Back to India. And now India drives forward. India drives forward looking for a counter-attack. Good release. India continues to exchange the ball. Decent control as well. Good swift hands. Chance. Bit of a difficult angle. And hammered it straight at the base of the goal. That won't go in. And here comes Singapore trying to break India once again. Trying to find the 21st. Somehow goals have completely eluded Singapore in the second half. Unlike the first half. In the first half, they came pretty close. Here's a chance for Singapore. That takes a decent leap. And finds the back of the net through the gates of the goalkeeper, Nina Sheel. Quality and a clever finish from Suzian NG. And now India from the left. (35-21). India has pocketed this game. But what will be the final score line? Good save out there from Rujle Mableton, keeping Singapore. I mean, I won't say in the game, but rather just trying to keep the scorecard as respectable as possible. Here comes Singapore, and in order to keep the scorecard respectable, might be and just might be if they are able to find a few goals. That's a good finish. That's a powerful thumping out there beyond the grasp of Nina Sheel. And a few cheers in the dugout of the visitors. Here comes India once again. Twist and turns before that release. The ball stays with India, intercepted once again. Free throw for India now. There's a chance, here's an opening. Hammers the woodwork. Won't go in. It was a gilt-edged opportunity. It was a golden chance for India to make it 36, but that's not going to be the case now. 2 minutes after this minute comes to an end. Here's Singapore. Plays it, passes it to the right. Singapore stays in control. Opportunity for them. Releases that. Loses her footing and loses the possession as well. India now comes knocking on the doors. India trying to figure out an opening. Will be a free throw, bit of a yank, more of a master lock there. Nonetheless, here's a chance for India. Excellent save altogether from Rujle Mabel too. Here's Singapore on the lookout. Goes for the leap. Will they release it? No, they lose possession. And now it's turn for India. Last 90 seconds of the game remaining. Taking their time. Can India eventually create the headlines? Not really. They'll have to wait until they have further exaltation, until they have further shouts of joy, sweeping them off their feet. Singapore keeping it slow now. They know they just don't want to concede anymore. On the contrary, they want to score. Last 60 seconds of the game remaining. Can India finish this game with a goal and with further panache? Good switches between themselves now. Good understanding. Kind of aware of the positions. Of a decent release. Blowing the whistle out there. Free throw in favor of India. 30 more seconds before the referee puts Singapore out of their misery. Here's an opportunity for India. Does well. Chance for India. Another free throw. Referee blowing the whistle, kind of jumping into the defensive blockade posted by Singapore. The wall keeps going taller. India, will they go from range? No. They'll go for another free throw, and the hooter has been blown. Standing tall in the heart of India, standing tall in the capital of India, Delhi, Indira Gandhi Stadium. The hosts have emerged victorious. One last throw, one last roll of the dice remaining. Here they go. This will come to the conclusion. Stunning display of conviction and brilliance from the women in blue as they power over Singapore in a lopsided encounter. What started off as a brilliant battle of oscillating from to the other would soon blow into a one side where India would take control over the reins of the match. The final scoreline: India 35, Singapore 22, and India concludes the group stages, the main round, with a stunning victory. We'll now dive into a short breather and return shortly with the semi-finals. Stay tuned, everyone. Thanks for joining in, and in the meanwhile, do catch the highlights.
Dr. Tejraj Singh, Secretary General, Handball Association, India. And the best player of the match, number 21 from India, Nina Sheel. And the t-shirt will be presented by Mr. Ajay Vikram Pathak, Joint Secretary of Handball Association, India.